Looking forward into getting into the world of Eriez Magnetics and the products that you manufacture.
Absolutely.
Real quick, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, what it is that you do at Eriez, how long you've been at Eriez, things like that.
So I've been with Eriez for 19 years now. Just moved to Chicago here in February. I used to work at the factory for the majority of that 19-year period. Previously at Eriez, I was everything from technical sales to product management of magnetic separation, which we'll talk about today. Light industry market manager, so we'll discuss some of the customers that I'm used to dealing with on the Eriez side of things. And then lastly, I was the director of aftermarket. An opportunity came up where I could relocate to the lovely city of Chicago. I took full advantage of that opportunity, and now I'm here doing sales.
So how do you like Chicago? You got in, you said in February, so you got in right at the end of winter, so you haven't experienced a Chicago winter just yet.
So it was 5 degrees the day we moved in, so it was close enough.
It was pretty cold.
And in all fairness, Erie, Pennsylvania has very, very cold weather, except my understanding is the difference that we get a great deal of snow. We get snow constantly, and it can be deep. Some winters have been kinder than others, but I think Chicago in general is a little bit colder when it comes to the winter months, not as much snow.
Yeah, and I'm actually, personally, I'm envious of all the snow that everybody on the other side of the lake gets. I wish we got tons and tons of snow, because I remember growing up as a kid, winter meant snow all winter long. And nowadays, winter is, you get a little bit of snow. And so I personally love the snow. To me, what is winter without snow on the ground?
Yeah, absolutely. You know? As a snowboarder, that resonates with me. Not a lot of snow, though, here in Chicago. Not a lot of hills either, so it makes it a little difficult.
Yeah, that too. You got to kind of have to go up to Wisconsin, check out Devil's Head, and there's another mountain, if you will, up in Wisconsin.
Midwest mountain, yeah.
To check out for some of that. But yeah,
sure.
Awesome. All right, so let's get into the world of Eriez Magnetics. So why don't you tell us who Eriez is, maybe how long they've been in existence, a little bit about their history and current modern day Eriez Magnetics.
Eriez is a global leader in separation technologies, and that is kind of a broad term itself. We've been around since 1941. We pioneered the industrial plate magnet. Like any other startup business, we came out of a garage basically, and now we're a multinational organization with manufacturing in every continent except the really, really cold one. It's Antarctica, if anybody wasn't getting my joke. So separation technologies, what does that mean? That could be anything from magnetic separators that we produce and Grainger's has on their website. We get into vibratory feeding and screening is really the separation effort when it comes to that technology. We also manufacture flotation columns, and these are largely, this utilizes bubbles and fluids to separate out minerals and other mined processes for product purification. So that's a big part of our business, but it's very large scale equipment, nothing that's going to fit within Grainger's catalog. And then, of course, we sell and manufacture material handling equipment, and that's going to be our lift magnets, things like Magna Rail. It might stick underneath the bottom of a belt conveyor, and it's used to maybe move cans for a filling application or a can washing machine. So we get into a variety of, separation technologies it's a very dynamic term, we're going to call it.
Yeah, no, it certainly is. And, a lot of times I find myself I know to say that when I'm talking to a Grainger account manager, but then I always find myself, I need to get into lifting magnets and vibratory feeders and some of these products that you're going to see here in a moment, that are actually in Grainger's assortment. Don't forget to scan the QR code down below for additional resources. We provide links to Grainger.com and Eriez products, as well as their websites, social media, and other great information. So scan that QR code down below.